Okay, so good morning, all of you. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
Okay, and I have shared my screen. Is it visible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we are just going to go through the what is BIM and how we can work in the BIM. So I'm saying about the demo, some of the details of BIM demo. My name is Fatima. We can start our session. Okay. So first of all, we want to understand what is digital construction. So have you heard about any digital construction? So digital construction is use of applications and of the hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I am hearing my echo.
No.
I am hearing my own echo.
Okay.
Screen, is it visible to all of you?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So first of all, we can just start from the digital construction. So okay. So digital construction, have you heard about what is digital construction? Okay. So I will say it. Digital construction means it is the use and application of the digital tools that is to improve or deliver the building environment, which means it is a new way for using the softwares, digital construction models. It is a new way for the using the CAD softwares. So the what is the purpose or the what is the goal of the digital construction means? It is to speed up the process or they speed up the construction process in our building industry. So that is the purpose of the digital construction. Okay. Here I have shared the this is the hello.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Actually, I am hearing my own echo. So, hello.
Ma'am, you will be able to hear echo because of speaker. Because we have installed speaker over here. I'll go to mute. You will not be able to hear the echo.
Okay. So, hello. We can continue. Sorry for the interruption because I'm hearing the echo, so it's some hard. So this is the here I have shared a slide, and this is the adoption technology in the construction industry, which means how much of construction is evolved in our technology. That is the map or the slides showing in showing. So here we can see the chart also. The chart is showing means here we can see ICT technology. Here we have different sectors and the usages, how much it is used. So here the main or the top purpose, it is ICT technology companies, and also we can see where our construction is. It is in the second last. So which means we have to improve. This is the a graph, the data that is taken in 2015. So here this is the okay. So construction is in the second last, which means we need to improve the our construction. So that's why I have first of all shown the this data. And first, we can start our topic. So, digital construction. I have already said that digital construction means what? It's an application digital tool for delivering the and operating the building environment, which means we can easily assess the data of the or you can easily assess the what our construction, or we can make our construction very easily. So that is the purpose of the digital construction. And we have the next in the digital construction, that is digital twin. So what is a digital twin? First of all, we want to understand what is the purpose or what is the digital twin. So digital twin means it is the virtual replication of the physical object or the virtual world data, real world data. Digital twin means digital real world data. So the digital twin, it is typically of two types, which means is the sensor, that is cloud computing, and also AI also. We have the AI session and the cloud also. We in the digital data we have two sessions. So how its digital construction or digital twin is work important in our industry, which means we can predict equipment failure before it happens. And also we can reduce maintenance costage, improve product designs, and optimize performance. And also we can enable safer testing and simulations. That is why digital twin is important in the construction industry. And the next one is, this is a video. What is it saying of digital twin? Okay, so actually digital twin means we have use in the every sector. That is the use of the digital twin. And the next one we are going to next main topic, that is BIM. So actually what we first of all we want to understand what is BIM and how and what and all we can do in the BIM section. Actually, BIM is not a software; it is a technology or it is a process. So first of all, we want to understand what is the full form of, or what is the meaning of BIM. BIM means Building Information Modeling, which means before starting a construction, we can take the whole details or the whole data of the building before the construction. So that is the purpose of the building information modeling. In the building information modeling, we have a important word, that is information, which means we can take all the data. That is the information session. So here BIM is a process for creating and managing information on a construction project through its whole life cycle. As a part of this process, coordination digital description of every aspects building as it is developed. BIM is also known as design virtual design construction. So this is the video showing how BIM we can use in our construction sector. Okay, so have you seen? I have shared a video. In this video, they are saying how BIM is involved in a building or the construction sector. So, building is BIM is the process. I have already said that it is used to create and manage all informations related to a construction project throughout its entire life cycle, which means from the starting to the maintenance section, it is related. So we can from and also it involve developing a digital representation of every part of the building asset also, which means BIM is involving in every process in the building construction. And also it contains detailed information of every structure, system, materials, and also the component what we are placing in the model also. It will take the, or it will involve in that section also. BIM will be involving in that section also. So that is the purpose of using the BIM. And the next one we are going to going through is the project stages. So first of all, we want to understand what is the project stages, which means in a construction section, if you are going to start a construction, so how and all, which and all phases you are going to face, or the what are the stages you are going to the face. So that is the slide saying here. First of all, we are starting from a designing option. So what is designing? Designing means just creating a 3D model or the 3D view of the model. That is the design option. So design containing the two sections. First one is conceptual design and next one is detailed design. So have you heard about conceptual design and detailed design? Anyone? Okay. So conceptual design means it is done by the consent of the client or anyone. Example, if we want to create a construction or if we want to create a house or any other commercial building, then we will go to then we will have some ideas about our building. Okay, so then we will go and meet the architect or the engineer, anyone we will go and meet it for starting or for drawing, drafting and model. So we will say the whole the data about our model or the our complex. Then he will take the notes and all, and after that he will create a whole 3D model or the output of the building. So that is the stage of the construction. Conceptual design. It includes the landscaping also, or the 3D view of the site view also. So first of all, we will start up from the conceptual design. After completing the 3D model, then we will go to the detailed design. So here detailing means we are providing the structure, that is column, beam, then our MEP sections, that is our lighting, plumbing, then electrical sessions. So like and all, we will provide the detailing session. So that first stage is designing. So we will, first of all, we have completed our detailed session. And the second stage we are going is building analysis. So what is building analysis means? We have provided the column, beam, and also lights in our building. So we want to find how much of load it will be bearing and how much of energy we will be getting. and how much of light we are consuming. So that is a session saying building analysis or the stage of building analysis. It is the second stage of the project stage. So in the structural part, we are finding the load calculation, which means how much of load the column will be bearing, and dead load, live load, wind load. This and all calculating via structural analysis. And the second one is energy analysis. So energy analysis means how much of an electric charge we are using, or how much of electric charge will be coming. So like and all, we can find the energy analysis. And the next one is lighting. Lighting means the natural light, how much of natural light we are getting from the outside. So that is the second stage of the project stage, building analysis. And the third one is project management. It is the important stage in our construction industry. These are the stages that we are coming through our construction industry. And the third one is project management. Here we can see time, cost, and resources. So what is time? Time means if you are going, or if you are constructing a house, then you are saying that you are having only 3 months or 6 months. In the 6 months, you want to complete the model. So that is the purpose of the time in our project stage or the construction. And the second one is cost. So what is the purpose of cost means if you are having 30 lakhs or 50 lakhs. Just imagine if you are having 50 lakhs in your hand and you want to complete your model in the 50 lakh rupees. So that is the purpose of the cost, which means we want to find whether we can complete our model in this cost or not, or in the time or not. So that is the next section, that is the cost. And the third one is resources. Resources means materials, that is cement, sand, like and all the materials we want to use. That is the resources. How much of resources we want, this and all we will take from the project management. So this is the important session in our construction industry. And the next one is documentation. So here documentation saying means after completing our model, we want to take the approval. Then only we can start our construction. So in the documentation part, the first stage is starting the approval or buying the approval from the higher authorities. And the second section is shop drawing. So have you heard about the shop drawing? Actually, shop drawing means it is just a detailed session of the drawing, which means if you are constructing an house, we will not provide the detailed session. That is the how much of dia of steel we want, or iron we want, like that we will not provide. But if you are constructing an uh, complex building, then we want to provide each and every detail, which means if you are constructing a column, in that column how much of structures we want to provide, and how much of dias we want to diameter structure material we want to provide. So like that all we want to provide each and every detailed design. So that is the purpose of the shop drawing. And the next one is as built. And also as built means it is the after approval we want to start the construction. So while construction is going, we want to change our plan. That is suppose in the electric session, or we want to change any other position of door or window. So at that time we need to prepare the drawing. So for preparing the drawing, we need the plan. So that is the purpose of the as built option, which means if you want to further, or suppose if you have constructed the building, or if you are renovating your house, then if you are renovating your house, then you should want the plan of the house. Then only we can renovate it. Or if you want to demolish any of the wall, or if you want to remove any of the wall, or if you want to renovate the wall, then we want to find where and all what are the thickness of the wall we have provided. Like that all we want to provide it. So that is the purpose of the as-built, which means in future maintenance we want our construction plan. That is the as-built session. And the second last session is construction. In the construction, here we have two options. First one is logistics. So what is the purpose of logistics means time, cost, and resource. So here same only the project management, but in the construction, when you are starting our construction, first of all we want to set the time, cost, and resource. Suppose if we any base stages, suppose if you're going a concrete session, if you're concreting a part, then we first of all we want to set how much of time will be taking, and also how much cost it will be including, and how much of resources we want for the concrete session. So that is the purpose of logistics. And the next one is commissioning. Here commissioning means checking and inspection. Before starting the construction, we want to check whether the functions of the building and the site, and also safety of the equipments. If we are using a crane and all, so we want to find how much of the crane that the load will be bearing. So like that, we want to find it, or we want to check the safety of the equipments what we are using. So that is the commissioning session. And the last one is after getting the commissioning and all, or after checking the safety and all, we will start our model. That is the operation. And after completing our model, we want to use the maintenance. So what is the maintenance means? If you're using a AC in your building, then after 1 year or after some 6 months, you want to service the AC. So that is the purpose of proper maintenance. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So next one we are going through is evolution of technology, which means how our technology has been improved. First, we have started from a hand drafting, which means we are drafting in a paper. So while drafting in a paper, there are some limits, which means we can draft or how much of time we will take, and it will be taken the whole day to complete a plan while drafting in a paper. So at that time, we have improved our drafting or the technology into second stage. That one is CAD, computer aided drafting. That is the second stage option. So in the second stage option, here when the evolution moved to second CAD, here also we have some limits in the drawing, which means we have the limit, the drafting limit is vast, but what will happen? The time here, we will not consuming the whole area or the whole day for completing a plan or for completing the drawing. So here also time is what not in our limit. Then they have moved to a next evolution, that is BIM, Building Information Modeling. So here the slide saying what how our what hand drafting. This is the limitations and the works or the advantages and disadvantages of the hand drafting. Here, which means if we have a small correction in a sheet, what we should want to do, we want to recorrect in all sheet also, and also coordination and clash. So what is coordination and clash? Coordination and clash means if you are constructing, if you are constructed a beam in a row. So if you want to provide an electrical wiring or any other connection to the fan, so what we want to go through the middle of the beam. So there will be a clash. So which means we can't find the clash when we are constructing in the construction stage, or when we are in the construction stage. There only we can find what it will be a clash, or it will be becoming a clash where with what in our beam and a electrical wire or something, there will be a clash. So there what will happen? Our time will be going, and also our resources will be wastages, and also our cost will be wastage. So here we can't find these and all things. Then what time it is not our in control, and also cost, and also we can't find energy, which means how much of light we will consume, and also how much of natural light will be getting. So in the hand drafting, we can't find these and all things. And the next one is, so they have introduced what our BIM BIM process. So the next one is we are going how BIM is ongoing in our workflow, and also what are the tools we are using. So here is a recycle chart. They are saying how BIM is involved in all construction stages. Here you can see here from the demolition state, from starting from the demolition, and also renovation. Here we can see it, which means from the renovation also, if you are having, if you want to renovate a plan also, you can involve this stage in where BIM. So if you are already having a plan, then you can convert that plan into BIM section or the BIM technology, and after that you can draft it easily. So what are the stages it will be coming? The first stage is programming. So here starting it's programming. So what is the purpose of programming in the BIM technology or the BIM process? So programming means here, have you heard about the Museum of Future? So, so programming means we can't some of the building we can't directly create or we can directly what draw in our software. First of all, we want to, it's like Python or Java scripting. That is the section of programming. We want to add some of the scripting nodes to our model. So we can construct a model by using the scripting and whatever connecting nodes. So that is the purpose of programming. And after programming, the second stage is we have constructed or we have done the programming. With the help of the programming, we will draw the output data or the 3D model. That is the construction design here we are seeing. Just providing the outer 3D model. Here you can see this is the model they are showing here. So they have created the 3D outer model. After creating the 3D outer model, they have provided the detail, which means door, windows, column, beam, piling, mechanical, electrical portion, plumbing portion. Like that, they have provided the whole detail. After detailed design, they have analyzing, which means we have studied this stage in the project stages. I have already say what are the stages which involve in a BIM in a construction industry. So the after one is analysis. Here you can see the different light share colors here, which means how much of sun or how much of energy we are consuming, and that is a next process in the analysis. After finding the analysis, documentation, sheet preparation. What and all we want to provide in a sheet. So documentation. Here we have studied the another option, or we have another section, that is fabrication. Actually, what is the fabrication means? We will after constructing the whole model, we will place the door and window. So we are first of all we will construct the whole model, and the door and window we are providing by separately, which means we will not create in the model. We will create the door or we will create the window from the outside, or we will prepare it in the separately, and after that we will support or we will attach to the model. So that is the purpose of fabrication. And the next one is construction 4D or 5D. So here construction 4D or 5D means time. How much of time it will be consuming. So that is the section of construction of 4D and 5D. Time and cost. And here construction logistics. We have already said that what is logistics and all. Logistics means what? We have already said what is logistics. Planning, which means the management. If our what resources is there before the work is going to start, and also what are the safety. So that is the construction logistics. After checking the safety and all, we will go to the start building creation option. After operating or after constructing, we will go to maintenance. So if the building has been created or constructed for 15 or 16 years, after that we will demolish it. So while demolition means what we want, from the demolition section, we will take, suppose if you want to renovate, or if you reuse, if we can reuse any of the components from the building, then we will reuse it. If we can reuse the door, window, so like the components we can reuse it. Lighting, fans, this and all we can reuse it in our model. So that is the purpose of the demolition section in our building information model. So these are all stages that comes under building information model. And here we are going to say the details of these pages. So I have already said the construction design, which means it is in the 3D model. We will create provide the materials and only, not detailing, just provide the materials and all. So what are the softwares using in the conceptual design tool means Autodesk Formit, SketchUp, and BricsCAD. So these are the 4 softwares we are using in our conceptual design tool. And the second one is program data. So here we have already said that it's a parametric program data, which means the script session, which means we will encode a data. After, so for this programming, we are using the
Welcome to the interesting flow.
We are using Dynamo, Grasshopper, Bentley, then Modular, and Vectorworks. So these are the softwares we are using in the programming section. So I will show a video what is programming and how it will be done.
Welcome to the interesting flow. How was the amazing Museum of the Future in Dubai built? Let's find out. The Museum of the Future is one of the most difficult construction projects ever attempted in Dubai, a city that is rapidly expanding. Residents of Dubai, where tower complexes appear out of nowhere, have mastered the art of averting their gaze. The Museum of the Future, looming over the city's elevated, driverless metro system on the edge of the financial sector, has captured everyone's eye. The museum's framework, made up of 2,400 diagonally intersecting steel pieces, was finished in November 2018. The museum will open a year from now, on October 20, 2020, when Dubai will host the World Expo. The museum's futuristic shape is a torus with an elliptical vacuum, but a huge hula hoop would be a better analogy. Lath Carlson, CEO of the Museum of the Future, compares it to an eye. To those who haven't seen it, we struggle. He acknowledges nothing quite evokes the shape. The museum's design was chosen by the local architectural firm Killa Design in 2015. The architect says the solid component of the structure represents today's knowledge. The emptiness depicts the unknown, the future. The building's unique profile sets it apart from the hundreds of other construction sites across the Emirate. As the facade panels are installed, more of the Arabic calligraphy that will grace the 78 meters high museums outside is revealed. However, the words are recognized to be poetry penned by Dubai's ruler Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who is also the UAE's vice president and prime minister. The cursive inscriptions are the museum's windows. The 14 kilometers of LED lighting will produce dappled light across the column-free interior during the day and dramatic light at night. Constructed. The calligraphy plus the building's odd shape made this one of the most difficult construction undertakings ever attempted. The project's primary consultant, Bureau Happold Engineering, claims parametric design and BIM would have been impossible without them. BIM. Parametric design is an algorithmic approach that permits particular variables or parameters to be changed to change an equation's output. BIM is a collaborative three-dimensional model-based tool for building professionals. Despite its long existence, the industry has been sluggish to adopt BIM. We realized we needed everything digital since you couldn't specify everything geometrically, explains Tobias Fowley, project director for Bureau Happold's Museum of the Future. In that case, the shape would have been dumbed down and the construction would have been much more difficult. This project was made possible by technology. It required the project director and his team to quickly learn 3D modeling. Everyone had to learn BIM completely and adjust their daily routine, he explains. The first computational challenge was to fine-tune the building's theoretical shape to remove complex curvatures. These minute changes, which took a long time to complete, were imperceptible to the naked eye, but prevented future issues. Then followed the diagrid steel framework and the lightweight facade. An alternative to a steel or concrete shell was chosen for a building of this shape and complexity. Bureau Happold created its own growth algorithm to find the ideal diagrid configuration. A long procedure, but it allowed Bureau Happold to prescribe outcomes like having steel members of a single diameter and orderable from the market. The outcome was a diagrid with fewer connection points, smaller steel tube diameters, and less steel overall, saving the client, contractors, and fabricators money and time, according to Bureau Happold. Before starting construction, Bam Higgs and Hill and Aversendie Engineering performed a construction sequencing study and connection design for the structure, taking into account shifting stresses and loads throughout erection. A lot of member alterations occurred due to the construction sequencing analysis, according to Bowley. Because the diagrid had been optimized and modeled, none of the steel members were changed on this project, he claims. We used previous project learning and established tools to solve difficulties we knew existed, so we wouldn't have to confront them again. The steel work took 14 months after the reinforced concrete ring beam and tower that support the diagram. Laser scanning was utilized to compare the as-built placements to the 3D model. The detailed 3D modeling also eliminated normal MEP installation issues. MEP frequently stymies a project late in the building phase. We believed it was a major risk, but it hasn't happened. It all fits so well, Bowley remarks. You've already gone through the pain in the digital model, so stick to what you draw. The amount of labor put into the modeling part of things nearly makes it boring. The coordination of MEP engineering began considerably earlier in the project, so difficulties were resolved long before work moved on site. The museum's facade is about 60 to 70% complete. The small construction crew conceals the intricate engineering required to create each panel. No two fiberglass panels are alike due to the building's shape and calligraphy cutouts. Before the stainless steel finish and glazing, each of the 1,024 panels must be separately molded and fabricated. It's a labor-intensive procedure that just 6 panels may be made every day. A fan, the facade provider, spent a year to develop the panel structure and design, as well as prototype the production processes, including computer-controlled milling machines. Again, digital modeling is vital. These distinctive glazing units join with neighboring panels to generate the free-flowing calligraphy.
Okay, so this is a long video. This video is saying that they have created the panel separately and after that they have fixed it. So that is the purpose of the fabrication and all. This is they're saying how they have constructed the Museum of Future. You can see the video in YouTube's and all. So we can move to the next section. And the next one is detailed design. So here detailing section, I have already said that we will done the architecture session, structural modeling, that is column, beam and all, piling and all, mechanical, electrical, plumbing and plan session. So these are the modeling or this is the detailing we are giving in our model. And what are the softwares we are using in the design, detailed design? We will use the Revit software, Autodesk Revit, Graphisoft ArchiCAD software, Bentley software, Open Building, BricsCAD BIM software, Vectorworks software, Tekla software, and Dassault System 3D Experience. So what is this software means? It is used for constructing the mechanical, that is machine parts. That is the Dassault System 3D Experience software. And the next one is analysis. So we have gone to the next stage. So here I have already said analysis means our structural analysis, load calculation bearing, building energy analysis, lighting analysis, solar analysis, and coordination. So what kind of software we are using in the analysis means? Okay. Just 1 second. Can you see my screen?
No, ma'am.
Is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Okay. Sorry. Some network issue. Okay, so analysis portion. So here analysis means what are the softwares we are using for analysis? we will use structural analysis. For structural session, we will use the Bentley, which means for calculating the load and all, we will use Bentley Start Pro, ETABS, SAP 2000, SAFE, and robot structural analysis. So these are all we are using for whatever load calculation. And here we have Plaxis, RISA, MEDA, and also these are all we are using for the analysis. And next one is documentation. So what is documentation means? We have already said in the documentation part, we will be setting the approval, shop drawing, and as-built. So what are the softwares using in the documentation? AutoCAD, Bentley MicroStation, Bentley Software MicroStation, and ZWCAD and BricsCAD software. And here the next one is fabrication. So it's a which means we are before or after constructing the model, we will be creating the model separately, and after that we will be placing in the model. That is the fabrication session. So in this fabrication, we have structural fabrication and MEP also. What is the structural fabrication means? We will, if suppose we are providing some structural element and all, and after that we want to place it, then we will use the structural fabrication section. Steel detailing fabrication, Tekla, and Tekla software, Advanced Steel software, Bentley Pro Steel software, and S2. This is a software. It's a company software. And the next one is MEP fabrication. For MEP, we will be providing the fabrication CAD duct software, estimation CAD software, and CAD MEP software. And the construction 4D, which means how much of time we will be sending the 3D model or representing the structure of the 3D model, how much of time we will be taking, and what is the cost. For this software or for this session, we will be using Navisworks, Primavera, Syncro. We will be using these and all softwares. And the next one is construction logistics. So I have already said that what is logistics means safety section, safety and inspection. So we will be using what field management software, asset faculty management, commissioning. That means Wipro software. That is our Bentley Project by software. Here also we can use this Syncro software. And demolishing. So here demolition means we can, if you want, before demolishing, we can use the recycling objects. And renovation. So renovation means if your example, just take the example of an historical palace of any other building that is existing in a 60 or 70 before it is constructed before 60 or 70 years. So we doesn't have a plan or a great plan we doesn't have. So for construction or for renovating that building, we will use an 3D laser technology. It is used in the AEC industry, that is our architecture, engineering, construction industry. And here for renovation, we will using a scanner, a 3D scanner. It will capture the whole 3D area of the building, and we will get a model of the building. So that is the purpose of scan to BIM. And this video is showing how scan to BIM is done in our industry. This is a scanner we are using.
जी बिल्डिंग का स्कैन करने के लिए जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल ये बिल्डिंग है, मेरे पास इसका कोई भी फुटप्रिंट और ब्लूप्रिंट नहीं है, तो दिस विल बी सॉफ्टवेयर मुझे पॉइंट क्लाउड के हिसाब से मेरे को पूरा लेआउट देगा. जब तक पॉइंट कंफ्यूजन जितना लगना लगेगा. सो मैनुअल से ये 10 गुना फास्ट काम करेगा.
This is how we will be getting the model after scanning. They will scan each and every section and they will convert it into a model.
ये पूरा डिजाइन.
And we can see the inside and exterior of the model like this. So it's like a point session, not the model. It's a point session.
पूरा लेआउट दे दिया उसने, पूरा लेआउट है, पूरा लेआउट जी, पूरा पूरा ये साइट्स पे आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट्स पे यूज होता है। ये बहुत बहुत कॉस्टली है, ये मोस्टली जो आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट्स पे काम
So this is the
करते
model they have taken and they have converted it to imported to the our BIM software and they are drafting the plan.
हैं, सब मोबाइल और लैपटॉप कहाँ से भी अपन इसको ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं।
So this is how scan BIM is done.
जैसे जो ड्राइंग जनरेट करके दे रहे हैं।
So the next topic we can continue. Next one is how to build a career in our BIM. So in our BIM, we have different designation in the BIM segment, starting from the BIM modeler. So if you are starting a job as a BIM modeler, then your role will be what drafting the model, drafting the 3D model and all. And after the modeling section, modeler, we will go to the engineer session. So in the engineer part, we will be study or you will be doing the leading the modeler or leading your modeler parties to the how to draft it or how to draft the plan, or you are taking the estimation session and you are leading the modeler part. And after getting the engineering or after session, after engineering, we will have the detailer. So here detailer means taking the whole course session and the whole shop drawing I have already said now. So like that all they are drafting the detailer session. That is the role of the detailer. And next one is BIM coordinator. So coordinator means they are coordinating the modeler, engineering and detailer. They are supervising these three designation segment. After coordinator, we have the manager. So we have the BIM manager here and we have BIM lead. He will be the main head of our BIM or the project. So that is, these are the segments in our designation part. And next one is how to step a career in the BIM. So for stepping a career, first of all, we want to identify our companies and we want to understand what our job description, and we want to attain the skills required, and we want to update our profiles in the LinkedIn, etc. And we want to follow the companies, and after that, we want to submit our portfolio. So these are the steps how to start a career in our BIM. And next one is we are going to look what are the courses we are having. So we can start from the architecture course. We have BIM modular architecture course. The course is starting from the introduction of BIM. First of all, when you're studying a course, we will have the introduction of BIM. We want to understand what is BIM, what and all evolution of BIM, what is done going in our industry, and what are the standards, which means we have different standards in our BIM, which standards we are using for drawing, and different type of dimensions, how much of dimensions we have. So how we want to set it or how we want to introduce the or how we want to execute a plan. So like that we will be studying. It's a theory part. So the first topic is BIM, introduction to BIM topic. After that, we will be studying our second, that is ACC. So what is ACC? BIM 360 or ACC means in our phone, we will be saving our photos in the Google Drive. Isn't it? So like that also, we can collaborate the work in the Autodesk Cloud, that is a cloud platform. So we can save our files in the cloud platform. So we will be studying the ACC session. In there, we will be studying how to create a project, to share your files, and how to collaborate with the others. Suppose if you are working in a company and you'll be the modeler. Okay, some of the persons will be working from some other places. So you want to collaborate all of you in a single model. Then you can use the option that is ACC, Autodesk Construction Cloud. After that, we will be studying the AutoCAD. That is our CAD evolution, our software, second evolution, that is CAD software. In there, you will be studying the how to draft a plan, how to create the tools, basic tools of the CAD softwares. You will be studying the software and how to how to set a sheet in the CAD software. After CAD software, we will be moving our next topic, that is architecture modeling. Here we will be starting from a BIM tool. So actually, the Revit is a BIM software tool. So architecture modeling, here we will be studying in the Revit software. There we will be drafting the architecture plan or a 3D model, and also we will be studying the whole detail of the component, which means modeling, providing the door, windows, our furniture elements, and also stairs, how to provide the stairs, railings, and a roof. We have different type of roofs, how to draft a different type of roofs. And landscaping means the surface or the site want to provide the, if suppose you want to create a swimming pool or something, then you will, how we want to create it, provide the trees and all. So like that, we can provide the landscaping portion. And next one is documentation. So here also, after completing the 3D model, how you want to provide or how to name the door and windows, and how to set it, sheet settings.
कोर्स करना है मैं बताऊंगा सब
Okay, so the next one we will be studying the structure, how to structure, how to place column and beam. That is also in the Revit software. Then we will be studying the interior designing, which means for how to provide ceiling, model ceiling, how to create model lighting. That is also from the Revit software. Then we will be studying the another software, Autodesk software, that is Forma, which means analyzing the light and solar analysis. So forth, we will be studying Forma software. And we will be studying Revit software, that is massing and conception. It is in the Revit software only, but it's an conceptual, it is an advanced topic in our Revit, and also advanced family modeling. This is also an advanced topic in our Revit. And we'll be studying Navis work, that is a Autodesk software, which means we can find the clashes where any other errors in our model and all. So we can study the in Navis work. And the scan to BIM, we have already said that how the scan to BIM is done, so that we will study the scan to BIM software. So these are the sessions we will be studying in our whatever architecture model, and also we will be studying the programming, that is we will be using the Dynamo software, how the programming, how we can program, use the program and create a model. So that is studying in the Dynamo software. So these are all studying in the, or it will be coming in our architecture software or architecture course. And next one we are moving through is structure. So in structure, we are here also the same BIM theory, ACC, CAD software, Revit software, and the detailing of structure here we will be studying, which means structural detailing, which means the column and rebar detailing we will be studying here. Steel detailing will be studying here. What and all steels connect, how to connect the steel and all. Steel detailing will be studying here. And also we will be studying the balance, the Navis work, I have already said that. And theory portion, here also we have common topic, that is Dynamo. So these are the courses, these are the softwares which comes under structure. In structure, we'll be studying the steel detailing and structural detailing, steel detailing and And the next one we are having is infrastructure. So here infrastructure means it's a what is the purpose of infrastructure? We can create the roadways, road highways. So for creating the highways and all, we can use the infrastructure session. So infrastructure in under the road, we will be providing pipe and all. No? So we can take each and every detail from the infrastructure section. So that is the purpose of the software or the course infrastructure. Here, same only AutoCAD, Revit modeling. We will study how to draft a model in the Revit. And after that, in this session or in the course, the main topic we are studying is infrastructure, road element, how to create a road elements, water elements, energy elements, and also modeling. We will be using the Civil 3D, Autodesk Civil 3D software, how to create a design roadways and a pipe network, how to connect the pipe network and all. So this will be the topics you will be studying in the infrastructure. And also Bentley Open Road Designer. This is the software which is used for creating the road design. Okay, so rest all in the architecture section only. And we will have the interior designing course. Interior designing course means here we will be studying the how to create or how to design the interior section, buildings interior section. Here we will be studying the SketchUp software. Mainly we will be using the SketchUp and Revit software for creating the interior designing. And MEP session we will be having. Here also we will study the theory, BIM, some of the ACC, AutoCAD, Revit session. And here we will be studying the HVAC modeling system and how its documentation done, and plumbing system and electrical system, fire system we will be studying in the MEP sessions. So these and those course we are having, and also we are softwares we are studying. Okay, so from here I'm winding my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And have you understood what I've said?
Have you all understand?
Yeah, basic info.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.